The Lost Light of Alexandria, how ancient engineers reached for the stars. Imagine a tower so tall, so luminous, and so ahead of its time that sailors once believed it was built by the gods themselves. A structure that stood as one of the tallest man-made buildings on Earth for centuries. Welcome to the world of the Lighthouse of Alexandria, an ancient marvel that didn't just guide ships, but symbolized the heights human ingenuity could reach. But what really made the Lighthouse of Alexandria so special? How was it built over 2,000 years ago without modern tools? And why did it disappear, almost like a myth swallowed by the sea? Let's shed some light on the mysteries, myths, and mechanics of this ancient wonder. The Golden Age of Alexandria. To understand the lighthouse, we need to travel back to the 3rd century BCE, to the bustling city of Alexandria in Egypt. Founded by Alexander the Great, the city quickly became a hub of knowledge, science, and innovation. It housed the legendary Library of Alexandria and drew thinkers from all over the world. But Alexandria was more than just a center of learning. Its busy harbor on the Mediterranean made it one of the most important trading ports of the ancient world. Ships came and went constantly, and navigating the dangerous reefs near the coastline was no easy task. That's where the lighthouse came in. Engineering the impossible. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, also known as the Pharos of Alexandria, was built on the small island of Pharos, just off the coast. It's estimated to have stood between 100 and 130 meters tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty. Constructed during the reign of Ptolemy II, the project was led by the Greek architect Sostratus of Cnidus. This wasn't just a tall tower, the lighthouse was a multi-tiered structure, a square base, a cylindrical middle, and a smaller circular tower on top. It was built from large blocks of light-colored stone, likely limestone and granite, and sealed with molten lead to protect it from waves and earthquakes. At its peak was a mirror, possibly made of polished bronze, designed to reflect sunlight during the day and firelight at night. This mirror could project light for over 50 kilometers out to sea. Imagine being a sailor, spotting the glimmering light on the horizon, a literal sign of safety. Science behind the shine. The real marvel was not just the height or the fire at the top, it was how ancient engineers used principles of optics and architecture to amplify light over such long distances. The use of polished metal mirrors to reflect and focus light is essentially a primitive form of the technology behind modern lighthouses and even telescopes. Recent studies suggest that the lighthouse might have used a spiral ramp or staircase inside, allowing workers to carry fuel, likely wood or oil, to keep the fire burning at night. It's an early example of logistical planning and engineering, combining form, function, and aesthetics. The beginning of the end. Despite its brilliance, the Lighthouse of Alexandria was not immune to nature. Over the centuries, it endured several powerful earthquakes between 956 and 1323 CE, which slowly eroded its structure. By the 14th century, it had collapsed completely. But that wasn't the end of the story. In 1994, a team of underwater archaeologists led by Jean-Yves Empereur discovered massive stone blocks off the coast of Alexandria. These submerged ruins are believed to be remains of the lighthouse, along with statues, columns, and carved stone fragments, all lying just beneath the water's surface. Myths, magic, and misconceptions. As with many ancient wonders, myths flourished around the lighthouse. Some tales claimed the mirror at the top could set enemy ships on fire using focused sunlight, a sort of ancient death ray. While this makes for a thrilling story, there's no scientific evidence that such a mirror could ignite ships. Ancient mirrors simply weren't powerful or precise enough for that. Others claimed that secret messages or treasure maps were hidden in the foundation, or that the lighthouse had supernatural powers. These legends, though exciting, only distract from the real achievement, the engineering genius and human ambition that brought the lighthouse to life. A beacon for future innovation. The Lighthouse of Alexandria isn't just a relic of the past, it's a symbol of what humans can achieve when science, necessity, and imagination come together. It reminds us that innovation isn't new. The ancient world was filled with bold thinkers who pushed boundaries, laid foundations for modern engineering, and dared to illuminate the unknown. Today, as we build skyscrapers, space stations, and AI systems, we're continuing the same story, one where curiosity lights the way forward. Fun facts. Did you know that the word Pharos became the root for the word lighthouse in many languages? In French, it's phare, and in Spanish, faro. Also, there's a replica of the Lighthouse of Alexandria, or at least an inspired structure, in the city of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It's currently the tallest lighthouse in the world. Conclusion: light the way forward. The Lighthouse of Alexandria wasn't just a tower, it was a shining example of human ambition. Built to solve a real problem, crafted with stunning skill, and remembered for millennia. It stood as a literal and metaphorical light in the darkness. What other ancient marvels still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered? If this story sparked your curiosity, let us know in the comments which wonder you'd like us to explore next. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you love discovering the incredible ideas and inventions that shaped our world. Your support keeps the light on here at NeuralNet Academy. Until next time, keep wondering.